Right, episode mo bibia kwa ban family 2K ni sem blossom o YouTube so ase episode for yaba as usual ensem ahodo a ekoso Ghana ase ne beso me ahwefo ene atiefo nya na episode no kase na ya de sensem bi ababetodwa na saa ensem we no episode ano odene na mempese menko a meje ensem na atena so ne senti no me ba bibiem e de ato hanso ama wonso a wo he channel wonso anya ensem ne bi etie ne senti no answer na be kwa akọ video no message so wonya subscribe en fama me na wa subscribe dem am na bibia so etimi ay kama we do bibias
wait my check it. Almost 80% in 1 year, but 2024 because of elections, you know. You know, whether you see the IMF report. So I was asking IMF once, you more trending. All the indicators derailed. All inflation derailed. Primary balance derailed. Almost all of them derailed. And I was asking IMF, I didn't know you were Bema. Mom person be kan okre na kire and this goes across for you now. But abani free man na IMF I started can nyomu gidi say ye nokre. So government mismanage the system this. So I was asking them, say, how do you expect me to say this year maybe increase electricity tariff by 80%? Na last year nka utumu kakra mpo ebia you hit the 80 but people won't feel it. But all of a sudden this year was it because you intimate to me last year, no? You're finding this year. Because there's a fundamental challenge. We have your power now. Reserve margin, no, it's not part of the tariff structure. And can until be a reserve margin 20%, be 1,000 megawatts. 1,000 megawatts, and can tariff, so somebody must pay for it. Two losses now. Yeah, connect a be 22. And now could be 40%. Losses. ATC and
distribution losses.
Yes.
Technical and
aggregate,
commercial.
Technical, commercial, and collection.
Almost 40%.
Almost 40%. Something must be done about it. ECG inefficiency. Too bad. Usika ya hena ukoma supplies 9 billion. ECG will bear 3,000 containers stuck at the port. Say.
Containers of what?
Supplies, meters, cables, poles, consumables. Demurrage 1.5 billion cedis. Demurrage, ECG. Demurrage 1.5 billion. Look, every day we'll be about office, banks, Hano. ECG man contract. It's unsustainable. ECG 1.5 billion. No more keep 500.
That's emerging revenues.
Yes.
1.5 billion.
Yes.
USD.
Yes. No, cedis.
No more keep 500.
Yes. I declare only 1 billion to the cash waterfall. I've issued instructions this year, this month, it will stop.
Now, retaining 500 the year day, like 500 million now.
Up 3%. Omako bibi ofre no super vendor. Lies are ton. Almost I do be a middle name. So no na enhwene ton lies no. Na nipa na 5%. Until right from the beginning no. About 8% up for and a tip from source. Then now banks.
That's a lot of money.
It's a lot, master. We have to do something. That's a fact. And I'm determined to do something as minister. I may not get everything I want, but I am determined to do something. So I've written to them, said they should close all those accounts. They shouldn't go for any loan. Say 2 weeks, don't go for an overdraft to pay an IPP. The cost of financing is just too much. We are the cost of borrowing today. At the end of the month, and if they are listening, this month, that is what will happen. If it doesn't happen,
all the revenues they collect now, no?
All should go into one holding account.
For the cash waterfall mechanism.
Then with PRC, at least and that will happen. I've written 2 letters to them. I'll fire another one next week. I want to give them weekly reminders. But so many soon on the 2nd day of the month, they should come and account to all of us. And we'll give further direction. Yeah, Masa, system no. a bit collapse.
It will collapse.
No, it's a fact.
And I recall, sir, and maybe good start in putting together a committee on the private sector participation in ECG. I was privileged to have appeared before the committee.
Oh, beautiful.
Thank
you.
They invited me, so me share me experience, kakra. I think private sector participation in ECG is a necessity.
Thank you.
There should be no two ways
Thank
about
you.
that. And on that journey, Nidia, you have my
Thank you.
100% support.
And let me clear this.
Yes.
Yanka say a ton ECG.
Of course.
Until let nobody misquote me. Say John Jinapor say yeah ton ECG. No. Niye can say particularly distribution and
sure.
Like billing, collection, and maybe maintaining a certain aspect of the. I'm telling you the gospel fact. 3 months now your major bills no.
Postpaid.
Postpaid.
Oh, okay. In Accra,
yes.
Why should you still be on postpaid?
That is the question. Issue. Prepaid needs to be brave. They don't communicate.
Yeah.
Prepaid need be brave. You find out people from people. It be the ready too fast. It be ready too slow. Prepaid need cry and standardize no. The communication is not proper.
Yeah.
Sometimes you increase the tariff. Either be over ready, and now it will read below. These are all matters that we need to solve. And you say you take committee. Send you working. You perceive private sector. A be shame.
Yeah.
You say that's all.
Sure.
Now, uko iwa kwa chile wajune. Obi kwa chile na june. Ni yankani nyina mumu. Ni use Ghana for. Send no more dreams say you my private sector boa. I mean, who would say they private participation? Unless pay or mine a year. What I insist is that it should be done in a transparent manner.
Sure.
Minister of Energy and go share chire and go for company be empia omo shem because of interest. And now senior Minister of Finance here in letter say wo shares in we inkwa ha yenye no finchim open competitive tender committee we bi omo juma. We'll have an implementation committee. I can make one TUC should be part of it.
Yeah. And
they should be part of it. Look, come. Now, insisted there should be an element of local content participation. There will be value retention.
Yeah.
Ebia uniska and I only take no akope amanoni nibia or no abe partner. Near yen come. Next car more generation. Yeah, the another law abba. Cash collection and declaration account. Munina mufanku go bia obi bank mo. Na bia by legislation kura say scan ba we inquire. Aba bo akakra. Say ya kase yempe we dia. Then there's another interest. Cannot hold. Yeah, that is a fact. Look, if we continue this trajectory by the end of the year, all the thermal plants, the private ones, they'll shut down because almost the Nkrofoka.
Sure.
Omo de Nkrofoka early power.
Yeah.
Omo ba me ho. I'll pull ni omo de eba ya bra ye kasa. Ye director na Edibremi hani Ministry of Finance Payment, remember? Just 1 minute to administer ye kasa pull it out for you. And you see a car ye de early power for. And if we don't do anything, they will eventually shut down.
Sure.
Because there is nothing they can do. Payment arrest. $45 million.
One IPP.
Early power, one IPP. Any? Sure. Omoka Kabuma. PPA outstanding 48. Deferred under ARPPA 3 million. Outstanding under ARPPA 44. Fuel. Omato in 44 million. Total, including fuel, $93 million.
Wow.
76,433.
Wow.
One, and cry a ketwa 200 megawatts.
Yeah, early power 200 megawatts.
Car power. Ediamuka $370 million. Dollars on yes cities. Car power. The same with Senate power. The same. Now say one tiase. Ni etimu na ope. Ema ye nyense ensachire bia More almost say politicians na yedi hu hihye mu a problem ba. Politician to me frɛ ECGMD. Ma we contract. Ma we say. It is say yam fan share private sector and some. Obviously a concession. Near the area where mount.
Yeah.
Near mount target. Minister of Energy with my friend say
No.
For contract my way by force.
No.
Ebe did you go seek him? The same with petroleum sector. I'm determined I will reform it. How we use the UPPF, how we do the transportation, how we even put the margins and levies on fuel. There should be transparency. And as much as possible, go to parliament. Say ECG